Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. I've taken some of the questions that you guys have asked me and I'm going to do my best to answer those. Also, congratulations to Mickey. She found the peacock in the All My Pets video. It was really hard to spot, so here's a screenshot of it in case you guys were not able to see it. I said whoever was able to find the peacock could pick the next video that I would do, and she really wants me to do guinea pig care, so that's what we're going to do next week. I'm Megan with Happy Tails Pet Care, and I'm a professional pet expert and nutrition consultant. My goal is to educate people about animals and help pet owners provide the best care to their beloved pets. See a pet in my video you like? Let me know, and I will feature that pet in more videos. Okay, so let's start with the first question. The first question comes from Biscuit Buddies. I have 3 questions. How long does it take you to feed, water, etc. for all of your pets in one day? What was your first pet and what was its name? Who is the oldest pet you have? I think most people are expecting some crazy answer to this question, to this first question, and it actually only takes me about 2 hours every day to provide food and water for all of my animals. If I clean all of the cages, that's about 3 hours, but it's not every day. This doesn't include socializing with them, which is an all-day thing for me. And as for my very first pet, I've been trying to come up with the answer for that, and the truth is, I don't know. Here, take a look. These are pictures of me when I was pretty young. The oldest pet that I have is Rainbow. Rainbow's a horse. I've had her for 17 years and she was not a baby when I got her. Rainbow was actually born a wild Mustang, so nobody knows her exact birthday, but she was estimated to be about 4 years old when I got her, which would make her about 21 years old now. The next question is from Marie's Toys and Things. I didn't find the peacock, but it would be interesting to have a video on what your job is or your daily care routine for all those animals. Do you have help with all those fur babies? I only have a dog and 3 rats, and sometimes I'm overwhelmed. I'm curious how you manage them all so beautifully. Thank you, Marie. As part of my job, I help people switch their pets from kibble to a raw diet, dogs mostly. I rescue animals and do educational classes. And as part of all of that, I'm working on opening up a nonprofit that will focus on helping exotic animals and provide even more animal education to the public. I care for all the animals mostly by myself. Sometimes I get help from my husband, and sometimes I do get help with the farm animals because me and my dad help each other with that. It is a lot of work, but when you enjoy something, it doesn't feel like work, and that's how it is for me. The next question is from Becca Nation. What's your favorite animal that you own, and what's their name? By the way, I love you. Oh, love you too. Several of you guys asked who's my favorite animal, and I was like, I can't answer that. You're not supposed to have favorites. I love all of my animals, but if I have to pick one, I'm gonna go with Caspian because we have such a strong connection and we're so bonded with each other. And he does so much for me as my service dog. The well-being of my health lies with him, and he takes good care of me. So he's really the one that I'm the most emotionally connected to. The next question is from MNM Beck. What is the hardest of your pets to maintain? Which is the most expensive to maintain? It's really difficult to decide which one of my pets is the hardest to maintain because first of all, I don't really consider any of them difficult. And secondly, each one can be difficult in a different way. But to answer your question, I'm gonna go with the giant day geckos. Only because you can't actually touch them, grab them, because their skin will come off. So cleaning their cage, doing maintenance, or even trying to move them from one cage to another can be very difficult. And it is super stressful if they escape their cage. The most expensive is Caspian because he's a really picky eater. He mostly only eats meat and he eats a lot of meat. He requires the most vet visits. He also needs daily medication and he requires the most grooming. And I do all of the grooming myself, but time is money, so that's just another big thing about having to take care of him. And there's also the cost of his service dog equipment, such as shoes, vests, jackets, all of that. The next question that we have is from Beans Bunnies. How many pets do you have? Also, how do your parents allow you to have so many pets? pets. I have done the All My Pets video, so I will link that for you guys in the description of this video. That features almost all of them, and it's a little over 60 animals. I actually don't live with my parents, so I don't really have to get their permission to get an animal, which basically means I can just have as many animals as I can manage and afford. Abby Blinkhorn asks, what is your favorite animal? I actually have two favorite animals, and they are wolves and elephants. It's a kind of strange combination, but those are my favorite wild animals. AWB12 Exotics asks, if you could get another reptile, what would it be? Well, right now I'm not looking for another reptile because I'm pretty happy with what I do have. But if I was going to get another one, it would probably be a blue-tongued zinc. Those are pretty cool. All about animals. Do you have any tips for saving money with pets? Well, saving money with pets. I hope I kind of know what I'm doing by now, considering how many I do have. Surprisingly, raw diet is actually cheaper than quality packaged food. So buy real food, it saves money. And buy in bulk. I buy meat when it goes on sale and freeze it. I also buy animal bedding on Black Friday when it's on sale, and I buy for the whole year. And it's also great to learn how to make stuff at home, like learning how to sew bonding pouches and also learning how to do it-yourself toys. Chocolate Heart 17, what was your very first video? My very first video was the 10 unusual pets, which I did about 7 months ago, and I'll link that one in the description as well. Terrific Tatiana, what do you edit with? I film videos with my Sony Nex7 camera. I was really into photography before I started making videos. And then I edit them with Adobe Premiere Pro, and I edit the sound in Adobe Audition. XX Kristen 13XX. Okay, this is kind of more of a question, I guess. I'm thinking about getting rats. I love rats, but my dad doesn't like them. Any tips about that part? I'm also scared that if I get rats, I'll suddenly figure out that it isn't the right pet for me. I don't know really, I just wonder, how do you know if you really want rats or any pet in general, or if it's just a phase? Sorry if this was weird. Oh, not at all. I don't think that's a weird question. I think it's important to know whether you want an animal or if you just kind of like it but don't actually want to take care of it all the time, because then people wouldn't be constantly getting these pets that they're not taking care of. And it's really important that when you get a pet, you keep it for its entire life, unless there's some situation that is out of your control and you have to rehome it. I'm actually gonna go get a rat for this question. For your first question, a lot of people don't like rats, and it's because they see them as dirty and disease-ridden. It might help to explain to your dad that pet rats are a lot different than street rats because they are very clean and they are free of disease. Explain and show him videos about how clean and smart rats are. Rats are even used to detect bombs. They save lives. So just give him a new way to think about pet rats. It may really help to find out if you really like an animal if you get to spend some time with it. Try to find a rescue or someone that can let you handle their pet rat. For some people, liking an animal is a phase or even trendy. And you can usually tell this because they don't like everything about the animal. And they will say that it looks cute, but then immediately scream if it poops. Us animal lovers love how cute and adorable animals are, but we also don't mind the not so fun things about them. Poop, urine, vomiting, shedding, getting scratched, all of those things don't faze you when you really do love animals. It's not enjoyable, but you learn to deal with it, whereas other people who don't like animals as much don't want to deal with that part. You know you really like something when you like everything about it. What is the best cat food? The best cat food is high in protein and free of corn. I personally like Wellness. Some of the bags are even grain-free. Kids and gliders. How do you tame a parrot that's not socialized? This takes a lot of patience. Talking to the parrot and spending time sitting right next to the cage and gaining his trust is where you need to start. Once it doesn't run away as soon as you open the cage door, then you can start trying to teach step up, where you extend your hand and they try to step up onto your finger. If they are nippy though, you may want to use a stick instead of offering your hand. It may take months to even get that far with a parrot that's never been socialized, but it can work with a lot of patience. Sadie the Hedgie, what do you feed your hedgehog? I feed my hedgehog fruits and vegetables, chicken breast, hard-boiled egg, turkey, superworms, and Missouri insectivore diet. The Conure Chronicle writes, my pet green cheek conure, 3-month-old female, doesn't get along at all with our male cockatiel 1-year-old. She attacks him all the time and he's terrified of her. I can't tell if she's just aggressively trying to play with him or forcefully preen him and he just is not having it or is actually aggression. In any case, both wings are up, beaks are open, and they look like they want to kill each other. Help, how can I get them to get along? Is there an interspecies problem here? It sounds like your parrots really don't like each other, especially the green cheek conure. The truth is that some parrots get along and some parrots just do not get along. Green cheeks can be very possessive of the person that they are bonded to. Your green cheek is probably showing aggression towards the other bird because he wants to get your full attention. They may never get along, and that's just the way that it is with parrots. You can't do anything to force them to like each other. So just try to spend equal amount of time with each, but they probably shouldn't be outside of their cage at the same time for safety reasons. Thanks for watching, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you want me to do another Q&A in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I put out a new video every week. See you guys next week. The next question is from Beans Bunnies. You're not letting me talk. The next question. Yes, you're so pretty. Kiss. Thank you. The next